So basically this is our aquaponics system. As you can see, we have got several tanks here which we intend for the fish, and we have our grow bed here which we intend for the plants. Basically what happens here is that we'll be having fish in these tanks. Basically we'll start the fingerlings on that blue barrel, then we'll have the large fish here and the medium fish on that, the other medium tank there, and these two tanks will be filters for the solid waste from the fish. Now as we feed the fish and the fish excretes the solid waste and the food remains, we have done there's some kind of plumbing so that water will just flow automatically through gravity up to this grow bed, and the water that will be coming to this grow bed, it will be full of nutrients. Solid, it will be full of nutrients from the fish, that is from the fish waste and from the remains from the fish food. Now basically the water will run through that pipe, that's the outlet, all the way to into the grow bed through that inlet there. Then we have got these styrofoam rafts that we will use to support our plants in water. What we will do here, basically, we will make several holes here. Basically, this is the Swiss chard. Okay, and I did the seeds, and this is one of the many we'll be doing. Let me have this. Save it.
Oh, thank you, Jackie.
There's the cup.
Here we go.
So basically, this is the Swiss chard that I want to do in this grow bed. Now, what will happen? I will make a hole through this styrofoam raft, a 2-inch hole, that when I put this cap in here, it will go through to the other side. So what I'll do, I'll come here and take the bunch of Swiss chard like this. I put it in the cup, then I put the cup in the hole that I'll have made here, and it will suspend underneath under this styrofoam raft, and then I place it. Jack, this is heavy. I don't know.
She's strong.
And then I'll place them on my water like this. Remember, my water is now full of nutrients from the fish. So once the cup gets inside through this hole, the roots from the Swiss chard will start developing, and they will develop inside this water, and they will feed on the great nutrients that the fish provide, and the Swiss chard will grow big very fast and ready for the market without any chemicals, only from the fish waste. And now once the Swiss chard or the lettuce or the plants that I will do here feed on the waste, they will clean this water, they will purify this water, and then once the water is free from all those nutrients, it will flow inside this tank. We have an outlet here and an overflow here. It will flow inside this tank, and then I will pump. So the water that will flow here, it will be free from any chemicals. It will be free from any urine or any nutrients, since it will have been consumed by the plants. Now basically I'll pump this water, which is very much fresh, back to the fish. Using this pump, you can see here, I'll pump it back to the fish, and then so maybe I can put it better, and then the fish, as I pump water back to the fish, the pump, as the water drops into the fish tanks, it will oxygenate the water for the fish, so the fish will get more oxygen, and then the fish will add more nutrients to that water, which will then go back to the plants. The plants will then purify that water again. I collect it in the sump tank when it is purified and fresh, and then I pump it back to the fish, and the cycle continues that way. As we harvest plants and as we harvest the fish, the cycle will always be that way, and it will be a 24/7 production line.
Wonderful.
Yeah, that is basically how aquaponic works.
Wonderful.
And that is what we are intending to do.
Can I ask one question
Yes.
for him to answer?
Yeah.
So Kennedy,
Here, come over here and ask him.
you want me to ask him over
Yeah,
here?
close by his mic. So you can hear it.
You want to hear that?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. So Kennedy, I know that you considered a couple different kinds of fish to put in the system. Can you tell us what you looked at and what you chose?
Okay. We have got different varieties of fish that we can put in the system. You can put tilapia, you can put goldfish, you can put koi, you can put any fish that will be good in the aquaponic system. But for us, we settled on the catfish. We had two choices. We either had to do tilapia or catfish. But when we did our research, we found out that actually tilapia is more sensitive to breed than catfish. For one reason, the tilapia uses its gills to breathe. So you must always make sure that there are high levels of oxygen in your water. In case you fail to have enough oxygen in your water, then the chances of the tilapia dying are very high. Unlike the catfish, that when the oxygen levels drop in water, the catfish will come up, breathe through the mouth, and then go back to the water. So you'll always see the catfish behaving that way, coming out of the water, breathing, and then going back to the water. So the catfish basically can survive in various conditions, unlike the tilapia, which is also affected by maybe the pH of the water, or the ammonia levels and the nitrogen levels in water. It affects the tilapia fish more than the catfish. So basically the catfish can survive under in some harsh conditions more than the tilapia. And when we visited some farms, we found out that we are depending on electricity to pump the water and oxygenate the water. If we have got electricity failure, then definitely our fish will lack oxygen, and if it is tilapia, it will definitely die, and that has been a problem with many farmers. But if it is catfish will definitely come out of water and breathe. Secondly, we did what we can call tasting. We cooked some tilapia and we cooked some catfish, and we did a survey. Actually, 3 out of 5 people liked catfish more than tilapia. So basically tilapia is sweeter. Catfish is sweeter than tilapia. So we expect in the market, if people can consume catfish, since it is more sweet, it will be more marketable than tilapia. And also, actually, in the side of farming, the catfish can survive harsh conditions more than the tilapia. So basically, that's why we decided to do catfish. more than the tilapia.
Great.